Zier here, SPT at Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions, under the direction of Dr. Colby Clausen. Today we're going to be treating Hank, who is a 65-year-old male with limited range of motion in his left knee from osteoarthritis. We just finished a PT clinic session and decided that we're going to be using some Estim in order to help alleviate some of that pain that he has with his knee. Some things we want to be aware of with Hank with this treatment is whether or not he has a pacemaker or whether he has any malignancy or tumors that we need to be aware of. So we'll be asking him about that later. We will be using a biphasic pulsed TENS current in order to try to implement the gate theory, control theory. So we're going to be trying to stimulate those A-beta sensory nerve fibers in order to reduce the amount of sharp and dull pain that's getting back to the spinal cord and brain for his pain sensation that way. So first of all, we're going to Hank. Nice job with your session today. And just at the end here, what I want to be doing is we're going to be applying what we call Estim. Okay, and the purpose behind this is we want to alleviate some of the pain that you're feeling with your knee, with your osteoarthritis. And the way that this works is we're going to be trying to stimulate the nerve fibers that you feel with gentle touch and pressure that way, and that kind of blocks the other nerve fibers that feel sharp and dull pain. So this is going to be hopefully alleviating some of that pain, and with this you shouldn't feel any burning or tingling, or it should feel just like slight tingling but no pain associated with this. Okay, so you okay if we do this application?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. The other thing I just need to ask you, Hank, is whether or not you have a pacemaker, since it is with electricity. So do you have a pacemaker?
No, I don't.
Okay, great. And the other thing is, do you have any cancer or tumors or malignancies of any sort?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Okay, awesome. And before we begin, Hank, I just need to just check this again and just make sure. So you okay if I just kind of pull your shorts up and just make sure everything looks good here? Okay, awesome. So I don't see any open wounds or anything, and okay, that's great. So in order to get Hank set up over here, we're going to set the parameters for the machine. So first of all, we want to make sure that we're on the biphasic and that we are on continuous. For our time, we want to bring it all the way up to 20 minutes. You can do between 20 and 30, but for Hank, he's a busy man, so we're going to do 20 minutes. And then for our rate, we're going to bump it up to 100 pulses per minute. And that falls within the range that's typical for using a biphasic TENS. It's usually between 80 and 250. So we're going to go with 100, and then our width or our duration for this application is actually going to be 100 microseconds. So I'll bring that down, and we're on channel 1. The intensity is going to be just whatever feels comfortable for Hank. So I'm going to take these pads now, and Hank, as I put these on, I'm just going to put them on either side of your knee here. It may feel a little cold, so just be aware of that. Promise. Just sitting out. Okay, awesome. And again, you should feel some tingling with this, but no pain or heat or anything that way. So I'm just going to gradually start this, Hank, and you let me know when you start to feel it, and then eventually we'll get it to where you want it to get to where it's strong but not uncomfortable for you. Okay. Feel anything yet?
Maybe a little bit, but not really.
Not quite?
No.
Okay. Let me know when you start to feel that tingling sensation.
Okay.
And then we'll just gradually bump it up from there.
Starting to feel more.
Now?
Yeah.
All right. Great. Okay, so yeah, you let me know when it's strong but not uncomfortable for you.
Okay.
Still doing okay?
Yeah, right about there.
Right there?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So when we hit start here, Hank, this is going to run for 20 minutes. But But in the meantime, if it does get uncomfortable for you at any point, then or that you feel like it's being a problem, it's agitated, then just let me know. I'm going to leave a bell with you here. Just go ahead and ring the bell, and I'll be back to help you change the settings, or you definitely want to make sure you're comfortable.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to say 20 minutes has gone by, and so we're going to come back and turn it off and say, Hank, how was that application? Did it feel okay? Any pain or any?
No pain, it felt good. Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay, any questions for me regarding any of it?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'm just going to pull these off gently. Try not to take out all of your leg
Rip it
hair.
off.
Yeah, get the band-aid, right?
Pull it off.
All right, and I also want to check as we get this, just to make sure that nothing funky went on, and just make sure the skin looks good, which everything looks good here. So you should be good to go unless you have any questions for me, Hank.
No, we're good.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, you bet.